Oops. Whoa. I'm not hitting a single micro right now. It's never been more Jover. There we go. Yeah, have we stopped throwing to this spell? That'd be pretty cool. I did the thing. I said let's stop throwing, and I immediately did the same line that you do when you throw. Keep going on the third. It's the third spot. I keep going too far to the left. Actually, is it the fourth? Like, you can make that, but it's definitely suboptimal. Not only in how tight it is, but just like it also makes it last longer too. Massive streak of 1. You know, Sanaya's really just like Kina, in that she's mostly not too bad, but she can kind of do some high rolly things. Really with her first nod at Moses. He's really easy to catch you slipping. See? He catches his slip. I'm like, oh, I'm not expecting much from that attack, and then he kills him. Again, it's the same issue as always of like trying to stay concentrated for a very long period of time. I'm not super concerned about, oops, you know, I'm not focused and concentrating on Moses, but some of her other attacks. I hate that final. Nice. Oh, I got out, but then I myself. think I'm finding an idea for that final. Maybe I should go to it consistently. Hello, Fumo. I guess I should specify Fumo TV because if there are multiple Fumos that I've had here before, so. There are too many Touhou fans with Fumo in their name. This is later the only Fumo by me. All the others are impersonators. Nice. Listen, I can think of at least 2 other people with Fumo on the top of my head. 2 other people with Fumo in their name. I should get a Senai Fumo. Do I really need another Mountain of Faith one, though? Excuse you! Woe is me, I need caffeine. Anything more than normal? Yeah, but what's normal? Oh, you mean difficulty. I'm stupid. Oh my goodness, girl, what was that? Just think, you don't have to feel bad if you don't have the patience to learn the higher difficulties, because most people don't. That's not me saying I'm a better person than other people, that's me saying I have more patience in this specific thing than most people. Doesn't mean I have that same patience elsewhere. That's the thing. As is, I just like to see people like play on normal and are like, hey, you know, They try to get good enough to actually like get a clear on normal. It's always nice to see. Because most people just tend to ignore them. Ignore the games, generally speaking. Especially because something like this can be like so daunting. Until you like really get your foot in these games. Get the re-clear. Nice job, Buggo. No, Buggo, where's the LNN? Cool. Yeah, I never used to be a shmup person, I've mentioned before many times, but I have grown to appreciate and quite like them. At the very least in the Touhou sphere. And you know, I play on Lunatic, and specifically grind LNN, which is not something I'd necessarily recommend for people, but I always enjoy seeing people, like, actually get into the games. Even if it's on normal, because I think shmups are kind of like a... I mean, I know they're kind of a... not... There's something that most people just ignore and don't really care for. And people will look at, like, high-level play. I'll toot my own horn for a second. And be like, wow, that's cool. Look at something great. And then, but, like, I feel like a lot of people are really quick to just cast off these games as a whole as a really niche thing for, like, people who really want to get as perfect as possible. That's probably not the best wording I've ever used. I'm not a good wordsmith. But actually playing through the games got me to appreciate the genre in more than one way. And I always like to see people when they actually, like, play, even if they play it on easy, even if they're not even getting 1CCs, they're just, like, playing the game. Because I think most people write off you know, shmups like this, generally speaking. But you can realize when you actually get to play them, it's like, hey, you know, they're kind of some neat things in there. The no item ISC is a very interesting category. It's not my type of category per se, although maybe I'll do it at some point for the fun of it. But it's a very different beast. Even if it's still shmup, it definitely is a different sort of thing. I think I'm going into the wrong hole on the first wave. It's pushing me over to the right then, I'd like to. Oh. That's 3 in a row. It's very lovely. Well, that's also another thing. It's like, despite both being, you know, one would argue a shmup, all the spin-offs do, generally speaking, feel very different than the mainline games, even if they can fundamentally look very similar to an outsider. So the thing I learned to shoot the bullet, because that was like the first of the spin-offs I really did. It was like, oh. Weird. No, I mean, I just... Because, like, there's the different blocks during Sinai Final. Okay, you know, Moses, you don't have to sometimes. Hello, Simon. I think that last time I went one to the right on that opening segment. I actually decided I should, like, actually look at my Sinai Final a bit, because how much that attack bothers me. Actually, I was like, I guess I should actually, like, pay some attention and try to find a better line than just do it, then just kind of wing it and pray that it works, because it usually will. I wish he doesn't move far enough to the right, with the little sneak. Because that's hitting that one, but from one more to the left, she also kills it slightly quicker. Just 4 in a row. Why does everyone in my chat have dark blue names? Well, get some color diversity in here. Good grief. It's like I have to go the extra mile if I want to know who's talking. And actually, like, read the name. I do. Well, that's how I kind of just picked up that I should do it. The problem is, like, going to be consistently doing that. Just like I said, that previous time I did it one thing to the right. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like generally my reading chat is like, unless I'm like stopping during boss dialogue, or like after I die and I'm like really catching up on chat, it's like, oh, in between attacks or during a small spot, I look over and I just try to like glance at the message and then like try to quickly read a message and then kind of just look at the name involved, and sometimes it's pretty snap. Especially if I'm like, especially if it's multiple messages. I think I went one more to the left, although I started further to the right, I think. Whatever, that's 5 Sinais in a row. Took me a while, but we got there. Five Sinai in a row, specifically. Yesterday I got 4 and then I moved on. I was actually... The next death I had, I was going to move on for it, but... It's kind of a slow start for today. Sinai is usually not that bad for getting good streaks going, but it took me a little bit to get fired up. A huge fight I don't like to necessarily get 5 in a row on. That is not a good line. Me on my way to do every worst Ogane line. That is also a bad line. But what I was saying, Buggo, is that it's disappointing you don't have an LNN already. You really got to get on that. Definitely. So yeah. No, I was he was referencing to me because I was talking about how, as niche as Touhou is with shmups, I like to see people actually like playing the games, even if it's like 1cc, or even if it's just playing the game on normal, even if you're not getting 1cc's. I think it's a very underappreciated genre. And Touhou's also a little weird because it's like, it progresses differently than most things, right? Your hyper choice, honestly, just skill diff, Buggo. Zune coding added again. Is the Hina fight worse than the Sinai fight? There's a chance I might believe that. The way that's tedious to fix. Well, Buggo, have you ever thought about just playing pure homing? The only way to play... the intended way to play Touhou? Like, Moses is definitely a tricky spell, but it definitely doesn't compare to this, in my opinion. Good grief! Fuck! I double tap. Rainbow and nothing else. Well, it depends on the game, right? Up through Touhou 10, it's Rainbow A. But once you get past Touhou 10, then it changes a little bit. I also have to take into consideration Ogane. Fuck Ogane. These nons are also a little cringe. no cap, no cab. Although like they're not any more cringe than some of Sinai's other attacks. I would probably definitely put Hina above Sinai if it wasn't for how much I've struggled with Sinai Final. There's a read I've had on that attack, on Hina Final, that definitely helps, but like, I'm not always good at like being as proactive on it. No, my Sinai Final was just, I just play the attack and I hope it goes well. Like, there wasn't really a row. Like, I kind of had an idea of, like, what I'd do on it. Like, it's like, okay, you want to, you know, jump, okay, want to go back and forth, and that was about the extent. What the hell are you doing, girl? Yeah, I hate Ogane. I mean, like Ogane design-wise, unlike something like Hydro Camouflage, but I hate playing it. Alan, you got your Touhou 20 LNN yet? No. Bro's washed, dude. You've at least got your LOL K LNN, right? Good grief, you don't have that. I don't know what to believe anymore. What if I'm playing proactive and then I immediately don't play proactive? Okay, good in there. Play. What are you saying, that you're like a responsible adult, you have other things to do than just play Touhou? I don't believe you. That's impossible. I like when she does that and keeps it nice and simple for me. So nice, into the left, out to the right. Keeps the waves nice and open and there's no issues. Deadline, you already messed that? Absolutely. Something expectations. Nice 2 in a row. And I'm not saying it's bad to, like, want to expect something good from you. It's holding a gun to your head. You learn the art of go-go gadget bulletproof head. And if you can't do that, then you, say rip. Then what you do is you ask Alan to get the LNN for you, and then just pose his replay as your own. Simple. Boom. 3 in a row are so cracked. Like, I think if you're doing something like this, you want to have the objective. You want to have the, like, I think it's good to have the expectation of getting the LNN at some point. Like I sit here fully under the expectation that, like, I'm not leaving this game until I get an LNN. But I've done a good job of, like, especially after PC, like, during the PCB one, I really had no real good timetable to go off of, so I was kind of just, like, going. And then after that, you know, I kind of had the PCB one to look at and be like, you know, I got it in, like, this much time, you know, so there's kind of, like, a background noise in my head of, like, an expected, like, timetable, but, like, I've done a solid job of, like, silencing that, or keeping that at minimum. And I think having a reference like that is, oh my goodness, is good in the way that it's everything before PDH is free. That's true. Especially Dormy Non 1, well known for being free. Your free healer's fault it was. I can't believe Alan is going to be the death of Cinnamon. Alan hates Cinnamon so much, he's not going to get that Locke LNN to save his life. But I also know I won't get an LNN until I, like, deserve it. Playing Touhou recently? What have you been doing? Gooning? I hate Ogane sometimes. Get freaky with some buddies. Instead of grinding Touhou? What is wrong with you? Holy moly, mods. Can we get a mod check here? And this guy? Hello? What the fuck was that window? That's 5 Hinas in a row. Ringo maxing. Certified Ringo. I hate Seirin more than Ringo. I'll say that every day of the week, though. Five Notorious. 5 Notorious is so boring, bro. What the bunny do to me? Kill me! Hello? You watched me play LOL K and suffer to the crimes of Seirin. The 5 Hydros. 5 Hydros is not a bad idea. Do spell 2. Yeah, it's really just spell 2, Hydro, and the occasional, I always forget the name of that spell. Like, someone mentions them, like, oh yeah, of course I remember the name of that spell, and I can't remember it right now. Whatever the final's called. Cephalic Plate, that's the one. The occasional Cephalic Plate to make sure I remind myself how to do that well. So I don't forgo her. Holy fuck, my ass. I hate this final. I think my biggest problem with Aya Final, and other reasons to give you a lot of trouble. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. I think my biggest problem with Aya Final is the fact that it's right after Peerless Wind God. Like, and you have a perfect Aya and you can't Peerless Wind God. It's like you feel on top of the world. You're so excited, and then it's like, oh, here's an attack. You gotta clean this up real quick. It's like I want to be happy after I can't Peerless Wind God, and then it's just like you can't do another attack. Ayayaya 3 is generally good, but there are instances where she can be really cringe. It's really movement dependent. And I have ideas of how to, like, work around the bad movement, but I'm not, like, sold on it. It's also one of those things that you don't see the most often, so it's kind of hard to, like, specifically practice. And it's not one of those things I necessarily usually want to sit down and practice. To, like, try to find. Because, like, I'm usually fine with it even on runs. But it does get me occasionally. Because, like, the thing is, I want to bait her to the left. Ideally, I bait her to the left twice. It's like that generally, as long as she moves left twice, it tends to go great. But sometimes she moves too much right away, and it causes her to move left than right. Even when you're trying to bait her to the left. Play works, nice. The hardest part of any Touhou game, the replays. There's also a little bit of verticality involved with Ayayaya 3. Like, sometimes she goes left, and then she'll go back to the right, but if she goes left and right up, like if she's like, goes to the left, she's low, and then she goes back to the right but goes really high, it's still usually like perfectly fine. It's like when she goes back to the right and goes low, that's like the issue. You don't double save the replay? What do you mean double save the replay? I guess I should ask right now, is there any known Moth replay desyncs? I learned about the SA ones. It's really just like, don't speed up on like early stage 6, desync Oku. Is there any known desyncs in this game? Also, that's 2 in a row on Aya. You'd love to see it. Hit replay Moth, then overwrite it, right in the same slot, save again, corrupt the replay. Don't start any replay on stage 4. Okay, so what you're telling me is that when I get the LNN inevitably, make sure I save it over every slot like 5 times. He's like 9 different slots. I'd say I've never saved my my LNNs in more than 1 slot. You can overwrite a previous save, like a different save with a new one, and it's fine though, right? Like the replay. Like, as long as it's not overwriting the previous replay with the same replay. Is that the idea here? Overwrites, okay, got it. Because, like, my replays are full every time I get a new one, I just overwrite a previous one. So I'm just making sure. Also, I want to, like, pat myself on the back. Those two Fearless Wind Gods I did earlier were kind of sick. Like that second one was disgusting. That was kind of a fucking sick cap, if I say so myself. I think I need to be on the cover of Time Magazine because of that. Sexiest man alive, caps, Fearless Wind God. How does he do it? Chance to these things. Yeah, I guess I could see why you definitely think that. I've never really been too worried, at least since I started streaming. But that's also kind of like because I'm like even if it's not like the most official upload, it's like worst comes worst, I have a fucking like video replay of me doing my runs. Fearless Wind God, the easiest part of Aya confirmed? Hold up? People think that's hard? When do I get 11 perfect Ayas in a row? That's what I did for Lily White. Maybe I should do that for Momiji. I got 11 perfect Lily Whites in a row at one point. I should do that for Momiji. Her when she moves down in the second movement is like a little like not bad, but as long as it's left, it's usually just perfectly fine. Oh, I finally died to it. It's over. Fearless Wind God's hardest attack ever. I should probably stop playing Touhou. You rat. Ooh, that was entirely my bad. I wasn't paying attention. One can only do the Aya fight so many times in a row before they start to get loopy and delirious. Problem is, oftentimes in practice, I'm really just willing to play really aggressive on this attack. Where in runs, I'm a lot more defensive on Fearless Wind God. And I need to start being more aggressive during runs with him. Nice. It's the same thing with Hina Final 2. Hina Final 2, the sequel. Dude decided Hina wasn't hard enough. You need to make a Hina Final 2. Speaking of the same thing, and with this stupid attack. Exile doll, but this time with bubbles. Spell Hina Final 2 if there is one. PDH. I hate this spell! And it's stupid hitboxes! I'll go schmupping, it goes. Practice started real slow and then it picked up and it's been real great since. The first 20 minutes were like, first like 15 minutes probably, were like brain dead, like my brain wants to fall asleep. And then I've woken my brain up. It's been pretty solid. It's just been practice, no runs so far. E. You kiss her. I know it's just practice, but you should still practice kissing her. It just depends sometimes on my mood. Like, I was just... I just gotten back from... Well, just got back from work like half an hour ago. I showered. I was kind of just in a mood to sit around and do nothing. So when I started streaming, it like I really had to like warm myself up. Hold on, I gotta see. It's just practice. I'll stall her another way to make sure you get the kiss. Also, have a game glitcher. Sense to me. I mean, in DDC, arguably the hardest part of the game is Stage 3. Actually, I don't even know if that's arguably. I feel like kind of unarguably the hardest part of the game might be Stage 3. Anything's possible. I do not like this spell. Hello, Evil Priest. I don't like that knob, but for a completely different reason. Active Bracelet's not. Are you talking about Source? With the slow bullets that like go down and then they re-aim onto you with the different bullets? I can see it. Honestly, sorry, words. You said Seichu Final being one of the hardest in the series. I don't know if I'd put it in one of the hardest in the series for finals, but it is It's definitely a very menacing final. Oh my, I hate you. Oh, yeah. Divining Crop. You also, I see what you mean with the racing, but I don't like it. That means I don't like racing. Racing's the worst. We hate moon rabbits. You know, I've always sat there and looked at Racing and wondered, is she the easiest stage 5 boss? But I don't know. Like, I've always referred to her as in the running for being one of the easiest stage 5 bosses. But I'm not confident enough talking about like Fudo and Mayumi to like really look at that too much. I've always just kind of lumped Racing in the crowd and said, "You sit there, Moon Rabbit." Well, my biggest problem with Divining Crop there is just like, it's some of the waves are fine, and then like the bad wave. One of the reasons the bad waves are so bad. I deserve to die for that. I didn't kiss her immediately. One of the reasons why the bad waves are just so bad is just like, there's so many times where you're like, oh yeah, this should work fine, and then like the hitbox is like just a hair, just a sliver. Words are hard. Bigger than what you'd want it to be. That the real Romelia Scarlet again? Can't believe she's real. Like, it's like, because like some wave, like, okay, that's a wave that's kind of free. That's a wave that's kind of free. That's an annoying wave. Those waves are fine. That was a little annoying. Fine. Like, these waves are fun. Like, I'm literally, like, not doing anything half the waves. And then it's like, there's one wave that's just terrible. It has pain. Okay, we were playing good on Aya, and then we start growing. It's over. I've fallen off. So you said it's probably Mayumi well learned. It's probably Sakuya, actually. Honestly, she's literally free. Hot beast. You know what? I shouldn't read chat all the time. I don't know, I'm pretty sure we saw what happened when Remy tried to take on the Hawkray Shrine Maiden, and I don't think it worked well for her. Although, that being said, I don't know when that has worked well for any character. It scares you. I am a very scary person indeed. Come on, Game Glitcher, if you want to beat her, we've learned the secret. All you need is extra Hina. You can beat every Mayumi. I think one thing that does make the Mayumi fight and the Fudo fight look kind of menacing is those weird like arrow bullets. Because they're pretty not traditional and they're really funky. What is a funky? I not paying the most attention to everything. You immediately became a violent threat. Do I make you want to kill yourself? You can't use such violent language, Cinnamon. You have to change the word so it's arrows in tow 20 make me very angry. Okay? Angry is kind of violent. Make me uncomfortable, and we should censor them. We entered and there's no food, yeah. They hardly come up. I mean, you can hate bullet types that hardly... I hate this attack! You can hate bullet types that hardly come up. I mean, I hate everything Mamizo uses, and like, half of that she's the only one who's ever used. Kaneko today. Maybe that's why I'm having good Kanekos right now. I'm just nopping on the ball with it. See, there we go. Poorly designed arrows. Oh, there it is again. Everything I die to is poorly designed. Oh, excuses, SMH. I hate existence with this stupid spell. It's okay to die. Hitboxes are not. To be fair, with Remy being the only one who entered Ginsokyo and got violent immediately, is that kind of because, like, at the time it wasn't, like, immediately, like, there wasn't the rules immediately where it's like, you get violent and Reimu's just gonna beat the shit out of you. Like, that precedent, I don't think was, like, settled quite yet at that time. Two spell rules, yeah. Like, nowadays, who the hell's gonna enter Gensokyo and start throwing hands? I guess Mizuchi tried, right? You're very quirky, Cinnamon. It's after Amelia. I mean, it's after she... It was before Touhou 6, right? But it's like... It's technically, it was like with Remy was like the one who incited it. That's when PCB, when Reimu beats a character, they just die. Rest in peace, Yuki and Mai. Rest in peace, Orange. You will be missed. Yeah, but in, like, Touhou lore, there's, like, the vampire incident, as it's called, which is, like, where spell card rules initially became a thing. Which takes place sometime before USD, when Remy, like, was there. Oh, here comes the lore nerd, Game Glitcher, here to ruin everyone's day with his paragraphs of lore.
Actually, and then this thing happened,
Bastard. He literally asked. He could have been sitting there being like, Game Glitcher, please give me a paragraph as to why the spell rules became a thing, and I'd still make fun of you for it. Also, isn't it pretty convenient that Byakuran, after like a 1,000-year-long slumber, woke up and immediately knew the spell rules within like 30 seconds? Isn't that kind of quirky? So canonically true that Yuki and I have reproduced. I need a source for that one. Byakuran ain't evil? No, she's confirmed lazy. Is the funny thing people like to say, because her shadow self was like talking about how lazy she actually is and wants other people to do everything, and Antinomy of Common Flowers. Was it Antinomy of Common Flowers? Yeah, that was the one that had the dream cells. I couldn't remember if it was that or urban legend. So that, yeah. And you go up to like the lunar capital, and Sagume is just ready to use spell card rules against you. Junko and Hikadia up there too. How convenient. Hey, it's Shizuo. mess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read, like, the lore reasons for like, some of that before. And I don't really care. I just like to make fun of it 'cause it's funny. Not because I genuinely care. Like, isn't it in Silent Center and Blue, like, Yorihime, like, picked up, like, learned what the Spellcare rules were and decided, you know, to fight Reimu, like, to fight them with that for the sake of it? Because she respected the rules or something? That. Incident just because she's lazy. Isn't that like every incident though? Like, isn't it seeing that the USD incident actually, like, the mist was like going on for like a week or two at that point? Because like Reimu was kind of too lazy to go do anything about it for a while, and like only eventually did she decide to go do something about it. Like, fandom tends to paint the characters on a very light and like cheery mark, but like most Touhou characters are really selfish and kind of lazy and like just kind of conniving bastards. I knew it was like a long period of time. I couldn't remember exactly. I've like read before and I didn't remember the details. No buffer crop shenanigans this time? Or someone who's bothering her, yeah. If this isn't stage 3, this is stage 2. Bribe with food again, or you could bribe her with a lot of things. And then there's characters like Hina who've like never done anything wrong. They just get beat up for like being there. Poor Hina, she's such an innocent soul. Don't forget Iku, who? The right place, the right time, yeah. Iku fans are weird. I never understood them. Until I played the Ace Attorney, and now I understand them. Now I understand. Can you not go down? What is this? I probably should have just gotten left. Do it this time. Oh my gosh! Oh, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, dude. That hate Ogane, dude. It's such an annoying spell sometimes. Just give me a good wave. She did do something wrong. Didn't she do like a few things wrong? We could check the replay too. Nah, I'm too lazy to do that. I'm just Rainbow. I'm not wrong for picking the wrong path. The game is wrong for giving me a bad path where I want to go. Okay? Remember, if I die, it's just unlucky. Bad game design, okay? If you die, that's because skill difference. If I die, it's because I'm unlucky. Bad spell design. Zun's coding's bad. So I don't know. You could search something else. Act a human. And she's cute, I'll give her that. Piss. Piss! Oh, never a problem. Calculate, I knew she was gonna die that very second. Never a question. Skill diff. Nice. Okay, cap up. It's been about a week or two since I dived to this attack. I think I'm due. By the power of homing. We do not have to do that route perfectly. Hina smiled upon you. I mean, Hina can, like, cleanse misfortune, but does that necessarily give you fortune? Like, isn't there, like, a middle ground just kind of, like, neutral? I had a stroke. Not an aggressive triple fairy, but paid off. Be bad, not good. The more well, it's the question of, you know, there's good fortune, there's bad fortune, but is there like a middle ground of like neither, right? Is there like a neutral gray zone? Ooh, you hate to see it. Okay, she did the thing where she went up. That would have been a real tricky hole. Okay, that's just tragic. So then the purpose of Hinadol. Well, isn't it to, like, ward away bad luck? Like I said, Oop, I clicked off my screen. Oop. Like, I'm basing this on the notion that both, like, neutral, good, and bad luck exist. You can give a shit uppercut. I don't know, Shion? by bad luck and pestilence god, right? So like. Like, I don't know if Hina can really take away Shion's bad luck, because that's just kind of like her power almost. Get that he herself as god. Yeah, it's because Hina doesn't do anything. Like, when was the last time Hina did anything? I'm not saying this in a bad way. I love Hina, but like. But, you know. Yeah, what did she do? Besides exist for like 5 seconds, being like, guys, there's Hina, she is part of Mountain of Fate, and then move on. Hello, 11, why are you puking? Eleven, is it true that Tenchi has done several bad things in her life? If you had that question. Is it true that Tenchi is a terrible person? Not by nature? Okay. I believe you. Is it true that Tenchi is more pure and honest than the pure and honest Aya Shimaimuru? Should introduce Reimu a bit. Yeah, but if we learned one thing from the first Aya Attorney game, it's that everyone thinks Reimu actually deserves it, so it's fine, right? And actually, it's for the moral for the moral betterment of Gensokyo. Good game. I'm running low on one more for the day. Can't you ever kill or hurt someone? I'll leave that as is. Neat. Yeah, way to go to Hydro Camouflage again. Nice. Act a human. I hate the double bullet! Times in possible spell card. Skill issue. But you do her attacks no item list? Or no item list, what am I saying? No item or with item? That's an important question. I hate existence. Times. You say that! But did you see me on the Remelian Nightmare spell? Never put it past people. I don't remember the Tenchi spell that well, but I don't remember that being that bad. I feel like I'm a little more familiar with. She was in Double Spoiler. I feel like the only attack I'm thinking of is from Double Spoiler, but I may be mistaken. Complain so much about Tenchi, that's true. They don't complain enough about Yuka. We need that more. That like trolling with the spell card rules. No, we need. You know what is the world is a perfect place? True. Tenchi just wants the betterment of society. If they outlawed trolling, then what would Tay ever do with her life? Damn people. Hey, she would never do that. She's not capable of that. I think the worst thing Tenchi ever did was bring back the giant catfish. Life and Death Note speech, yeah. Hello, Vicnut. I'm throwing. It's over. It's too late in the day. Let's bring back Chick Fashion. It's not just a Mei Ling thing. Mei Ling wasn't in Antinomy of Common Flowers. It was only Tenchi. I'm gonna go get some water and then I'll do one more. Yeah, well, was Mei Ling truly just dreaming about that catfish? Because then Tenchi comes riding on the back of the catfish in freaking Antinomy of Common Flowers. Giant catfish makes you think of Splatoon. It might make me think of Splatoon if I actually played Splatoon. See, it's not her fantasy. It was actually the catfish playing with her the whole time. We know it's real. The One Piece is real. Like they play, they're like, Mei Ling's making things up again. They're buying the lives of the catfish. Existence? Exactly. I'm going to lose my mind. I need to lock in for like one more run, but my brain does not want to lock in for one more run. It wants to sit there and say, you know what, today was great. Let's drift off into Wonderland. And Shizu is dead. Miriko, put some freaking shoes on, okay? Nobody except Cinnamon wants to see those dogs, though, okay? You what? That was so quick! Oh, it's 11 to the stand. There's 11 witnesses? Oh my gosh, this next trial's gonna be so long. I'm throwing. I need to stop it. I want to do one more. And with the raid, I appreciate it. I am running out of steam in this game, but I've decided that I should do one more run, even if it's probably not a good idea. And it's 11? Maybe. Although I don't know if you want to be the one called to the stand for what Cinnamon wants. So hello, Fama. That Sadie man or Sadie man? How's that pronounced? We'll say Sadie. Like satire. Oh, 8? Oh, unbelievable. Well, I hope your stream went well, Anna. We're dying to bumper crop tactfully so I can get better at stage 1. At the rest of stage 1. PC98? What PC98 specifically? Because that's the important question. SWW, you could have picked any other PC98 game. You could have picked any other. First race the LNN. Well, good luck to that. I just have a vendetta against SOEW because of how miserable it was when I tried to grind for the extra stage for it. Like Little Sandmore. Oh my gosh, you gotta mention one of the good games. I jest, partly. Mostly. Partly. Two or three LNBs. I was fortunate that I got the file from family team. So I did the extra stage, but after I just did the L1CC, I was not about to do all the other 1CCs in SOEW. There are some parts of SOEW I do really enjoy, but that game is clunky. Although I talk about clunky, and my favorite game is Pod, so you know, what am I to say? Stone's his best boss. I do enjoy the Stone boss. Honestly, I think most of the bosses in SOEW are pretty fine. It's just kind of the stage portions that make me question things. Whether it's the extra stage portion, which is what really made me question things, or the rest of it. They're not fine. I mean, she is not fine in a way that she is not necessarily the best to play. I didn't dislike the fight going for the 1CC. Maybe my opinion would be different if I was like trying to LNB/LNN the game, but I'll believe it. Here, Ellen is a coin flip. I thought this is Touhou 2, not Touhou 6 we're talking about. I did myself so dirty. I always say I need to play more aggressive, and then I never do. Boy, surely that means I cap Hydro Camouflage, though, right? That's how it always works. So when I went through all the PC98 games, I only once CC'd them on their pick. I did not go for LMBs or anything. And I was really hesitant going into them. I was like, I don't know. But then I played Touhou 1. I was like, this game is actually really fun. And then I played Touhou 2, and I was like, you know, I'll go through them all. And then I went through them all. I quite enjoyed them, for the most part. I got introduced to Pod, the greatest game of all time. And Mystic Square and Lotus Lane are pretty solid as well. for going up. I appreciate it. I walked right into the double. Dinosaur, you would never bully me again. Real, you can like go to the right. Okay, whatever. Luigi? That's kind of playing a little too aggressive early, but paid off. You know, that was also really aggressive for Score. Score is the most important part of the game, though, clearly. Especially when you're playing survival. How am I supposed to get more lives if I don't get scored? the secret extra life at 1 billion score. Okay, Ayayaya. Nice. Ooh. Sick. Of course. When I get to stage 4 on no miss pace earlier, I 4 miss to it. I get to stage 4 on 2 miss pace and I perfect it. Stage 4 though. This is proof that Aya and Momiji are actually the easiest parts of the game. A little to the right. I think that's probably fine. Yeah, perfectly fine. Remember the line? Holy crap, I remembered it. No, look at all that score I'm gonna waste. Gotta make sure I grace some of it, though. Okay, Moses, don't do anything stupid. Tragic. Keep hitting the wrong lines on that. At least I capped it, though. Oh, I got out and then I put myself back into danger. The worst kind of danger. Yeah. Oh, what a disgusting wave! Don't forget to kiss your Kaneko. Okay, all the other deaths I feel bad for. That one I don't really feel bad for. Okay, that Divine Virtues cap was kind of sick. Okay, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. That was a kind of a sick cap. Another samey run dad to the board, but what I did well, I'm very happy with. Having the perfect stage 4 and Divine Virtue is pretty nice. Okay, good run. I'm gonna move on for the day. Time for more Ayayaya tourney. Good run, down to run. Yep. See, I do freaking. I cap Exile Doll, and then I cap Hydro, and then I die to Momiji, and then I don't cap the other two, and then I just insane Momiji. Whatever, we take what we get. Cap everything in single run. I didn't think about that. We'll try that. Remind me tomorrow, 11. Remind me tomorrow. Oh yeah, we might be seeing Viakarin. I assume that's what we're gonna see. Okay, let's see how the sprite looks.